Hello students, Namaskar and good morning to all. Now we will learn the third chapter of geography. The name of the chapter is Motions of the Earth. In this chapter we will learn about rotation and revolution, leap year, solstice, equinox, etc. Dear students, the Earth is always on move. The Earth has two types of motions. The first one is rotation and the second one is revolution. Students, let us first know about rotation. Rotation is the movement of the Earth on its axis. The axis is an imaginary line which runs from North Pole to South Pole. Students, as you have seen the globe, the Earth is as like as the globe. See, the globe is not very straight. It's tilted down in its axis. So, axis makes an angle of about 66.5 degrees in its orbital plane. In the previous chapter we got what an orbit is. The way or path through which all the planets move around the sun is called an orbit. Axis of the Earth makes an angle of 66.5 degrees with its orbital plane. The Earth rotates on its axis from west to east. When a place on Earth faces the sun, it has daytime. But when the place is away from the sun, it will be night. The circle that divides the day from night on the globe is called the circle of illumination. The Earth takes about 24 hours to complete one rotation around it. It is known as Earth Day. So, we have understood that rotation is the movement of the Earth on its own axis. The Earth takes 24 hours or 1 day for one rotation. Rotation causes day and night. You may be wondering that, what would happen if the Earth did not rotate? Well, if the Earth didn't rotate, in that condition, one side of the Earth always faces towards the sun and other side will always be behind the sun. One side will always be light and extreme hot but the other side always be night, darkness and extreme cold. Therefore, in such extreme case, life would not be possible. Revolution is the second type of motion of the Earth. Revolution is the movement of the Earth around the sun in a fixed path or orbit. Revolution causes the change of seasons. It takes 365 days and 6 hours, or 1 year to revolve around the sun. But, students, it is important to note that we consider a year as consisting of 365 days only and ignore 6 hours for the sake of convenience. We leave this 6 hours every year. After 4 years it becomes 24 hours or 1 day. This day is added in the month of February, and February becomes 29 days. This year is known as leap year. So, a year that comes every after 4 years that consists 366 days and February becomes 29 days. This year is known as leap year. A year is usually divided into summer, winter, spring and autumn seasons. Seasons change due to the change in the position of the Earth around the sun. The Earth goes around the sun in an elliptical orbit. When the tropics of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn faces direct to the sun, then the northern hemisphere or southern hemisphere has summer season, having very hot. Days become longer, and nights shorter, etc. This position of the Earth is called the summer solstice. The opposite is the winter solstice. When any Tropic of Cancer or Tropic of Capricorn donut faces tilts towards the sun, the hemisphere will get indirect ray of the sun. In this time season becomes winters, longest nights, very cool, etc. Students, you will be surprised to know that the North Pole and South Pole region has 6 months days and 6 months nights. Do you know why? Well, this is because of the tilting of the Earth towards the sun. Students, when the Earth moves around the sun, it makes different positions and tilts towards the sun. The axis of the Earth is tilted, due to which the sun continuously either shines or cannot be seen for a long time here. Although the Earth rotates and day changes into night and night into day at other places, but the poles remain under the same stage for a much longer time due to the tilt. Hence, there is 6 months days and 6 months night in the polar region. Dear students, do remember that the 21st of June is the longest day in the northern hemisphere but shortest night in the southern hemisphere. and the 22nd of December is the longest day in southern hemisphere but shortest night in northern hemisphere. And the 21st of March and the 23rd of September days and nights are equal. On the 21st of March and on the 23rd of September, direct rays of the sun fall directly on the equator. During this period, the whole earth has equal days and equal nights. This is called an equinox. Solstices are opposite on either side of the equator, so the summer solstice in the northern hemisphere is the winter solstice in the southern hemisphere, and vice versa. So when the countries of northern hemisphere celebrate Christmas in the month of December, but the countries of the southern hemisphere like Australia, New Zealand etc., they celebrate Christmas in July. Isn't it interesting? Now, we have understood about the two types of motions of the earth. Solstice, equinox, eclipse etc. in detail. We will meet in the next chapter. Till then, bye.